So, at least they taught me how to fly my ship. It's fun. Engines, systems, weapons. Those are my favourite. I never knew how exciting the universe was. I just thought it was all boring freight movements between systems. But there are mercenaries, bounty hunters, pirates. I even got to attack some. I'm getting ahead of myself. News of what happened to me seems to have spread quickly. A lot of new pilots started out from Mawson Dock every day. I'm just another one of them. They're pretty friendly. A bit weird, but I mean, it's space, isn't it? Spending so much time in a deadly vacuum is going to make you a bit odd. I had lots of advice. So many other commanders. Some wished me well. Commander Lucky Louise made me laugh. Space girls gotta stick together. Zoom zoom, space hugs. Some of the others gave me an escort around my first trips. Well, they had such strange names. I hope to meet them in person one day. I'm grateful for those who looked out for me. Commander Wombleheart, Commander Chronomatic, and Commander Kilo Alpha Alpha. At least, I hope they were looking out for me. Some of the messages I got were, well... The trick is, how do I know who to trust? And plenty of warnings, don't trust anyone. And that's all very well. But otherwise I'm alone out here. I've got to trust someone. But who? It seems I'm in a series of safe systems for now, so not much harm can come to me. But before long I'm going to have to venture out further. And then it will get interesting and a lot more dangerous. I ran some missions, scanned some bases, shot some pirates. I like space, it's such a thrill. Another thing, it doesn't take long for news to travel. Some commanders contacted me from far, far away, somewhere called Colonia. I looked it up, it's halfway across the galaxy. The universe is also rife with politics. Commander Golden Knight, a Federal Admiral, is investigating on my behalf at Mars High. I grew up in Federal space, and I just assumed that was normal. But there are pilots out there from other powers. The Empire, for instance. They just sound scary to me. I mean, they're the bad guys, right? That's what I've always been told. There's the Alliance, too. I don't know much about all of this, but I think I'm going to have to learn very fast. Talking of the Alliance, there was this one comms from someone called Commander White Wyvern. He claimed to know something about what happened to the Anaconda I was on. Wants some cargo in exchange for information. Sounds like a scam to me, but I'll have to check it out. Don't worry, I'll be cautious. My newfound friends in space are going to help me to get the cargo together. This guy wants 40 tons of leathery eggs by next week. Randominus knows what those are for. Guess we'll find out. And maybe he really does know what happened.
And good evening, Commanders, and welcome back to episode 2 of Elite Retribution. It's great to see you all on the stream. Thank you very much for joining us in-game as well. So here we are, back at Mawson Dock once more. Lovely to see you all. So how are you all doing? Have you been busy during the week? That's what I need to know. So yeah, good. I see a lot of names on the chat, which is fantastic. Lovely to see you all. I've had a wing request from Commander Techeron, which I have accepted on behalf of Sassia, so we'll see where that takes us. And yes, now before we get going, those of you who have joined the Discord will know that there's been a little bit of discussion about the meta around this story, which I think is very, very valid, very, very valid. And I've got a few bits and pieces that I need to tell you about, okay? Because as the story progresses, we want some interaction between players and hopefully with Sassia too. So yes, let me just introduce exactly what this is going to mean. So we have a new little protocol that I need you guys to understand, okay? A new little protocol that you guys understand. Thank you for all the follows, by the way, and awesome. And somebody's 50. 50 in March. Okay, excellent. Whatever your birthday, I would have given you a shout out. So if you do want the shout out and it's your birthday, do let me know. So a bit of interaction. So I have this, okay? We have worked on a traffic light protocol for the stream time, okay? So between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. in the UK in game time, there's going to be a traffic light protocol in the way that the story operates. Now, the Drew Wager private group, as you know, has been is a PvE only environment for the most part. Okay, but during the stream, that isn't going to be sufficient. That isn't going to be sufficient for all the storytelling and interaction that I would like to see. Okay, so we have a traffic light protocol in operation. As you can see on the screen now, we are in a PvP. No PvP is allowed mode. Okay, no PvP is allowed mode. But at other times there will be other protocols in operation. All right, so sometimes we're going to be in this mode. Okay, condition amber, whereby we will allow limited PvP. Now, what do I mean by limited PvP? Now, this means that lore-based or role-play-based interdiction is permitted. Pirate activity is permitted. So for stealing cargo and interdicting ships in order to give them messages or threaten them or basically pull them out of what they're doing is acceptable. The only thing that isn't acceptable is ship destruction, okay, in this mode. The only thing that isn't acceptable is ship destruction. So that's the amber mode. There is a course, and we may use this at times. There is condition red, okay? PvP is allowed in this mode, and that includes everything that you can attempt to do in PvP. Now, those modes will be communicated by me on the screen here. And I hope the role players amongst you will understand and adhere to them. It only applies during in-game time on stream. Okay, so outside of this, the stream, the private group will be in kind of green mode, which is its normal mode, no PvP at all. But for the purposes of storytelling, we do want to have other modes enabled. Okay, so red alert. If there isn't a blue alert yet, because of course that does mean changing the bulb, so stay out. Yes, I do. I think a klaxon is a good idea. I'll go and find a klaxon, okay, for future streams. So for the moment, it's green. Okay, we're sticking in green mode now. As you know, Sassia has a little bit of a quest lined up. One of the things that she needs to do is get some leathery eggs. One thing she was tasked for last week, but. She only has a sidewinder at this moment, but she has been working hard in the last week, and she has managed to amass enough credits to buy a Cobra Mk3, which with a bit of luck we can outfit with enough cargo space. So that's going to be the immediate priority. So first things first, let's do that. We're in the sidewinder. Let's get rid of the no black alert. Well, you know what happens with black alert? A light lights up in black on black, telling you you've done it. That's no good at all. You can't see a black alert. So anyway, so let's go and get a Cobra. Okay, so Sassia's got enough money to buy a ship. A meeting point. Now we need to work this out because of course Sassia has to leave the starter areas because all of you players who've been assembling the eggs can't get into the starter systems by design. So we need to. We need to work on that. I need to get her out of the starter systems, and hopefully maybe let's upgrade her ship because it's a difficult one. Right. So a message coming in from Reggie here. Let's just check this out because it's very important. I'm pressing the wrong screen. There we are. For Sassia to understand what's going on out there. I say, young lady, I hear you are in need of eggs. I have one such item. Where should I bring it? That is a very good question. I am hoping to outfit a ship rendezvous. Stay tuned. Right, so let us go and see what we can buy. Starter systems are confirmed to be egg free. The question of the day: where should I bring the eggs? Well, that's absolutely right. So let's go to the shipyard. Black alert: Drew gets interdicted by an angry Thargoid. Yes, so in an ideal world, I want 1 egg per player, if possible. It may take us a little while to assemble those, so let's have a look at this. Now, Sassia has no other ships, so let's see what she can buy here. Now, we're in here at Mawson Dock. Cobra Mk3s are for sale, and she can buy one. Now, it's going to be pretty basic. It's going to be pretty limited. And I think the Cobra Mk3 makes sense for the amount of cargo capacity that we've been asked for, so let's go buy. A moment, Sassia gets to buy her and fly her first Cobra Mk3. I think we should part exchange it, because who needs a Sidewinder, okay? Let's do that. And we wait. Here we go. So Sassia now has a Cobra Mk3. Lucky Louise says, heard you like some eggs while it slows me down a little to carry some cargo. Just lost that. It fades out really fast. Heard you'd like some eggs. Let me know where and I'll zoom over to you. Excellent. Thank you very much, Lucky Louise. So that's awesome. Right, so we're in a Cobra. I haven't flown a Cobra for ages. This is awesome. We don't have much in the way of outfitting options in the starter system, so I'm going to do my best. But here's our Cobra. So there we go. Look, and it's pretty basic. Let's have a look at what we can do. We have, what's the best we can do? We can do a 4D power plant, which seems to be about the best there's available. Let's do that. I've got to keep an eye on the cost as well. Because Sassia does not have much money. Keep the 4E shield. Okay, so we can possibly upgrade the thrusters. Yeah, 60k each. Seems really strange to be dealing with such small amounts of money, but it's where we start. Frameshift Drive is the best. Oh, there's a 4D Frameshift Drive. Okay, so it looks like we can get mostly D-rated units, which I think, as I understand it, is about the best we can do. At least D will lighten the ship a little bit and give us the maximum possible jump range. It's not going to be much though, not with such a small ship. So let's keep going. What have we've got a 4E shield generator. So I've been told in the chat that that's possibly the best we can do. Let's just have a check. Yeah, it is. Look, 4E is the best, so that's no good. Basically what we want is cargo capacity, so that has to be a priority. Cargo racks. Oh, we can't get 4E cargo racks. Right, so where do we go to get 4E cargo racks? That is a nuisance. Okay, so we're not going to be able to get the 40 tons straight off anyway. We're going to need an SRV. We don't need a docking computer. We don't need Super Cruise Assist right now. I'm going to put an SRV in there because we're bound to need an SRV at some point. Let's get one of those. And a planetary vehicle hangar with an SRV in it. That has got to be done too. So these ones I guess we can fill up with class 2 cargo racks. Maybe a fuel scoop? What do we think? Oh, a collector limpet. Okay, do I need a controller outside the start? Oh, okay, so outside the starter is the only place for larger cargo, so I'm going to have to leave in order to do this. So I'm going to need to replace that 4E shield with something else. That leaves my ship almost defenseless. Not that a 4E shield is much more than just defenseless. So yeah, I suppose if let's put another cargo rack in there for the moment. That gives me 8 there. These are going to be 16 each, that's 32 plus 8, so I can keep a shield generator on the ship. But it doesn't look like, I don't know, what can you do with the 1 slots? Always carry a fuel scoop. So a scoop is a no-brainer. Okay, where are we going to put the scoop? If those are 16, that's 32. I can't. Where do you put this? Is a 4E cargo rack? Is 16, isn't it? So that gives me 32. Ideally, I'd like to do this trip in one go. Shield stops unfortunate objects. Yes, that's very true. A one-shot fuel scoop is going to be so slow, though, isn't it? Get 40 shields. Yeah, so we're going to have to maybe a size 1 collector and a fuel scoop. Let's put a fuel scoop into there. I don't know how slow that's going to be. But at least we've got one. Maybe we can optimize it a bit. So that's about all we can do here, I think. Yeah, we might have to do very, very slow indeed. So I'd like a 2 at least, but I've got a feeling we need the cargo capacity. Terrible speed, really, really terrible. Early doors. Right, so we need to find a way now. Okay, so that's utility mounts. I haven't really got any space for it. We've got plenty of energy actually. Now let's have a look at weapons. What can we do here? Kind of really want. I think burst lasers are good at this level. Yeah, change the fuel scoop to size 2. Okay, let's go do that. We've only got 1F there. Beam lasers we haven't got. They're way too expensive for me at the moment, so I can't even afford them. Burst lasers that little bit more potent. Let's go for them. I prefer burst lasers to beam lasers, to pulse lasers anyway. But it's going to be pretty marginal anyway. Let's do the same on that one. Don't forget the Collector Olympic controller. My head's blocking how many credits. Right, okay, sorry. Not very many, about 289,000. Okay, so yeah, you can reduce the cargo after you drop your eggs. Yes, that's a good point. 4 burst lasers for now. Okay, fair enough. Then we haven't got to worry about ammo either, have we? We should be okay for that power-wise, so that at least gives us an ability to have some offensive capability. Not much, but some. Okay, so 4 burst lasers aboard. Right, let's go back to the optional now. Fuel scoop. Do I have to get all the cargo in the hold? Can I have cargo commanders? Well, we don't know, do we? We're going to have to wait and see how that's going to work. So let's. I don't want to sell that because I want to change anything. What have we got? Let's have a look here. Can we get a better? Let's sell the fuel scoop on 1. That doesn't. I don't think a 1D fuel scoop's going to be. That's going to be so painful to use, isn't it? Let's go for at least a 2. We've got 2E fuel scoop. So what's the difference? 0.02 tons per second or 0.03. There's not much in it, is there? Okay, let's try that then. It's a tiny little bit faster for the time being. Okay, so that's given. Now we need to find a way out of the starter systems. Markfield, don't forget the weapons and just run if needed. You're not going to have any real shields or what have you. Well, that's a good point actually. I just don't know. Going out in a ship with no weapons. Yeah, I think I need to have some sort of form of defensive capability. Now, hopefully, you guys will be able to protect Sassia a little bit. Pick up a size 4 cargo when she leaves the new area. Okay. Right. Have I got any options? Have I got any skins? Let's have a look. Oh, I have. Okay, I've got a vibrant purple. That looks like a sort of. I've got 2 vibrant purples. That does look like kind of quite a. I don't think we can have a festive one. Now let's go for vibrant purple. That sounds like quite a Sassia kind of colour actually. If you're going to die, go out in a blaze of glory. Yes. Well, I say it'll be interdicted. And yes, I want to be able to fight off pirates. Running is definitely an option. I mean, and the Cobra is relatively fast. So there's definitely a purple theme going on here. I don't think she's earned any decals yet. We do need a name, of course. What's this ship going to be called? Can't can't just call it. Now, the previous one was called the Starjammer, so it's kind of been a nautical theme. What could you call the Cobra? I don't know. Ship name. This is always hard. Ship name. I'm going to have a look at how to get out of the starter systems, where there's best places to exit. The Eggman, yeah, something egg extraordinary. So, I quite like that Commander SP40. Serpentis, Hissing Sid, Fool's Errand, the Retribution. No, we're not quite there yet. Purple Haze, that's quite good as well. Purple Haze, let's do that. Purple Haze, I like that. Excellent. So, right. And I don't know if she's got a livery for the Scarab. Probably. Oh, no, she's got a purple one of those as well. Don't know how I came across that, but she's obviously got a deal on the colour purple. There we go. Right, she is ready. She is ready. Let's have a look. Now, we're in the starter systems. Is there... I heard some tell that you get a mission that takes you out. Is that true, or do you have... Does it... It's not telling me anything there. So is there a way? You get interdicted less without weapons. Maybe it is. So, yeah, okay. So purple is the thing. Let's just check. We shouldn't have any problems here at the moment, should we? Let's set the fire groups, because that's definitely a thing that you don't want to be doing in the midst of battle. Let's set those to... Actually, I don't need to do that. We don't need a multiple fire group on this ship. Let's just have that on throttle 2. There we go. Right, let's just check she hasn't missed any comms. Looks like you'll get no trouble. Wait until you're out of the training systems, you can give her a proper outfitting. Okay, so that makes sense. Thank you very much for that, Lim. And IKEA, New Zealand researchers reached me through Leather Egg Trader. Excellent. I understand you suspect Imperial involvement. I am working myself to make my place in the Imperial Army. I'm still a beginner pilot and low on the totem pole. I'm a former slave. I won't open you palace doors, but if you need some ear at ground levels, I might be able to help. Well, we don't. Sassia doesn't know yet who might be responsible. I mean, she's just been brought up to think that the Emperor are the bad guys. She's been born in federal space, so that's kind of where some of us around the Empire do practice honour and deed, not just in appearance. Would like to happen to you not to stay a mystery, so don't hesitate. Okay. Golden Knight has got some of the eggs. Some of them have spoiled. One or two of them have hatched and given some security trouble. I think we should take off and nuke the site from orbit, just to be sure. There are 40 at Ridley Scott. Okay, so that seems to be a good potential location. Commander Tekron, Commander Bianchi, who have chosen well. The protection of the Empire is the best you can choose. Okay, so she's made a little bit of a... she's made a wing request there, and she's signed up with the Empire, so that's quite interesting. Okay. Commander Sassia, it's good to make your acquaintance. I wanted... profanity filter there. Careful putting any trust in any of the superpowers. I'm not sure who's responsible for your loss, but there is good money on them. Be careful who you trust. A lot of messages warning Sassia to be very careful of who she trusts. So let's have a look at... there is an exploration mission. Is there? Is it available at the moment? There's courier jobs and conflict zones. Not that I can see. Okay. Now, Zeonce is where the livery eggs come from, I think. Is that correct? Zeonce? I don't know how... What's the jump range on her ship? It won't be very much with this kind of configuration. Let's have a look. When does it tell you that nowadays? Ship. No? Ah, there we go. 12 light years. 12 to 13 light years. Okay. Earned, yeah, sorry about that. Bad English. Okay, so how far away is Zeonce? Not too far, but for a ship it's 100 light years, so it's probably going to be better to have something a little bit closer for her as her first step outside this zone, I would say. Now, I know a place 100 light years, okay? And you guys can probably get there much quicker than she can. Now, the Eulexia system is actually my system. How far away is that? Well, that's 83 light years, so that's not great either. That's too far up. Okay, let's go down a little bit. We need somewhere around here that we can get to. Suggestions for a first stop outside these safe systems, where we can rendezvous. And that's the fastest route. It's such a primitive ship, but with good outfitting, ideally. Cattle. Don't know how you pronounce that. Okay, that's not far away. All right, she can make that in a few jumps, or possibly even one jump. Or AY Indy Yang Hub. Okay, so Kamakichi is saying that. AY Indy Lave. I don't know about outfitting, says Tutu Cookie. Yeah, it's kind of the wrong way as well, so we've got to be a bit careful. But we don't really have a right way. I mean, if you guys can rendezvous there, so maybe what's in this system? Do we know? I can't see. I could buy some data, but that's a waste of my money at the moment. It's independent. It's also not federal or imperial, but I can get my cargo racks there. Okay, so is that the Ehe cattle system? So if we're going there, then that sort of makes sense. Okay, good. All right. Ellipse and Iridine, we could stop at the theme park. Outfitting, how far are you from Kokogina? I don't know, Kokogina? Yeah, it has to be close by. I could bring my carrier over to jump where you need to. Okay, that's a good point as well. AY Indy is where the exploration. Teach Sassia about third-party tools. Let's go here. Okay, let's rendezvous in the Ehe cattle system. I don't know how you pronounce that. Let's see how that looks. Thank you for the offers of the fleet carriers, by the way. I think Sassia will at some point take advantage of a fleet carrier. But let's go to the Ehe Cattley system in the first instance. We need to get her ship to a point where it can carry potentially enough cargo. So more messages. Okay, so oh, hello. You can build trust out here a little bit at a time. That's a good idea. Thank you, Cavalry Fire. Sassia, you're in a wing with pilots not in your sector. That is a good point too. White Wyvern, Blondie, you got those eggs I asked for. Okay. Zeance is 100 light years away from Dromi, which is too far. Greetings, Commander. I heard of your search for leathery eggs. I managed to acquire one of these weird items. Let you know a convenient pickup location. Greetings, Commander Sassia. If you ever feel in need of some nice and accurate prophecies, then give me a call. Okay, that sounds a bit weird. Since our last communication earlier, I searched our local systems around Sol and Tau Ceti. Saw 2 anaconda wrecks which match the descriptions. I have 2 black boxes and loose clothes which you can investigate. Are you interested? That innocent guy. Some leathery eggs. Well, I'm quite interested in that as well. Some leathery eggs due to a garbled subspace transmission overstocked. Okay. Should you need some? So there's basically a lot of people here trying to help her with these leathery eggs, so that's good. Cecil is basically saying, I left the Pilots Federation district today but picked up on your story. My brother is a squadron commander in the Alliance space and I asked him to get in touch with the locals in Zeance to learn more about this Wyvern bloke. Okay, assuming he is a bloke. Agnes Nutter's nice and accurate prophecies. Excellent. Please let me know which system you would like to meet. Okay, so let's get to the Ehe Cattley system. I better suppose I ought to send a message back to Mr. Wyvern. As I can. Right, so he knows. I'm in the same system as you. Okay, so right, I'm in the same system as you. Right, I am going to therefore. Now, Commander Techeron is for the Empire. Now, I don't want to offend the Empire, but I think I do need an escort out of here. Well, there's Mr. White Wyvern. Call me when you've gone. Okay. So I'm going to just drop my wing. This is not an offence to the Empire. Sassia hesitates. It doesn't basically, but I would like to have an escort in my local area. In that case, Kilo Alpha, can you send me a wing request? And let's get this ship up in the air. We're going to head out of the same starter systems. Wish her luck. Okay, this is quite a big moment actually. Okay, so she's out of the wing and hoping to get a local. Right, I haven't flown a Cobra since I can't remember the last time I flew a Cobra. But Sassia, this is a proud moment for Sassia actually. This is a proper ship she's got now. This is no simple little starter vessel. This is a proper spaceship. She has a Cobra Mk3. Tekaron says, we will remember this misbehaviour. Oh dear, I may have offended the Empire. She'll be it. I'll send her a message. Let me just get her out of the space station, otherwise I'll crash into something. Hope you will forgive me to know more of the Empire in time. There we go. Okay. Messages are coming in thick and fast, which is good. Right, I see some people in my instance, which is good. I have a wing invite. Let me sort that out. At least I did have a wing invite. Where's it gone? That seems to have disappeared. Maybe you can send that to me again. Helmut Grokenberger, I have eggs to spare and a corvette of guns to protect them if need be. Feel free to hit me up if you need be. Thank you very much, Helmut Grokenberger. Anarchy 100, saw your Mk3 and name my condolences. Just got my license in Mk3 by trading a few tons of tobacco and data. Good luck out there in the void. Hope we will meet up at Jameson Station and drink that famous waters of Shintara. Excellent. Appreciate that. Understand you're busy and congratulations on rising up your pilots because we'll meet very soon. Speaking of powers, the Empire is the least trustworthy. Okay, so I'm getting all sorts of confusing information there. Speaking of superpowers, the Empire is the least trustworthy. They may talk fancy and fly fancy ships, don't fall for their lies. I have seen what trust in the Empire can cause. If you ever need help offending them more, give me a shout. Always ready to blow up some imps. Excellent. Frank Miner says, I'm not so sure about the Sidewinder's not a proper ship. I meant no rudeness to Sidewinder pilots. And Chronomantic says, welcome to the galaxy, a place full of wonder and dangers. I will be there after you apologise, of course, says Decorol. Oh, who's bashing my ship? Oh, it's me, flying into the space station. Very bad piloting there. Did I put that on reverse thrust? Harold Duval's bloke Memorial Bash a while back. Invitations. I'm not getting the invitation, Commander Kilo. Be careful, the pirates seem quite hungry for omelettes today. And the Wobble Heart is here. So there's a lot of few people. Right, so I'm going to get to this system. Let's do this. I'm going to be as cautious as I can. We are there. So if I can encourage all the commanders who do have eggs in their cargo holds to get to the Ehikatli system. Let's see how well that goes. There it is, it's one jump away. Right, there we go, I've got a wing request. I think, yeah, I've got a Commander Anarchy 100. Okay. Excellent, thank you very much for that. Let's disable the voice comms because it screws up. Here we go. Did Sassia participate in the last CG? Did she get that paint job? So actually, I think Sassia got that from watching in-flight entertainment on the galactic interweb. Yes. Oh, sorry. Thank you very much for that, Lucky Luigi. Ehikatl. I don't know how you pronounce that. That's the best I can do. And what's up with all these eggs? Well, we've been given a well, at least somebody's offering to give us some information if we can provide them with some eggs, but I need to outfit Sassia's ship first. So what is in this system? There are a lot of fleet carriers here by the look of it. Yeah, there are. So I'm guessing the station is the best place to go to. Avashin Market. I'm going to. Actually, there's lots of stations here. Michelson Port is right next to the star, so let's head there. I can see a few other commanders in the instance with me, which is excellent. Where should we meet? Let me have a look at the map in a moment. What I'll do is I'll get Sassia set down, and then we'll have a look at a good rendezvous point for all the players and see how many people we can get in. So if you can have your eggs ready, that would be good. We'll see what happens. The galaxy has systems with names as wacky as the commanders that come across it, yes. New game, word travels fast, Commander, and as such I wish you luck on your quest and fly safe. Thank you very much. And there's a cruise ship, as always. Let's see if we can get Sassia's ship to a good position. So far the Cobra is flying well. Can I have a quick summary? I think the chat may be able to help you out with that, A Cyprus. I'll be careful of this Wyvern character, not too familiar with them, but they don't seem very trustworthy. No, they don't. I think that's fair. But it is a lead. Okay, so here we go. I doubt they know more than anyone else, says Cosby. Yes, that is a risk. It is a risk. But I'll be needing, Sassia will be needing your assistance to deal with this. Sassia, Liebig Station should have your cargo rack. Oh, okay. I'm hoping maybe this one does, or have I gone to the wrong place? This looks like a nice big space station. Let me just dock here and see if they've got them. Surely 4E cargo racks can't be all that rare. Oh, the ship isn't very fast, is it? After what you've done, I can only donate 1 ton of these eggs, but you seem to have support anyway. So, I have mortally offended the Empire, I fear. Being a federal thing and dropping the wing, I may have to make reparations to the Empire at some point in the future. But Sassia is a loyal federal agent, so she may be a bit suspicious of the Empire anyway. Let's have a look. Yeah, Sassia is does play a little bit fast and loose with the rules. She's not a great adherer of sticking to the rules, so she's quite. Watch out! There's an Imperial capital ship in this system. Is there? I don't want to encounter that. And there we go. We're down. And let's refuel. Let's have a look at this outfitting again, see if we can get some recommendations on what to do for Sassia's ship. Outfitting. There we go. Let's get it down. Add more pips to engines. Oh yes, good point. Why did I have it on minimum? Oh, I was recharging the shields. That was why. My fault. Okay. Right. I want cargo racks. Browse. Yes. Okay, so let's exchange that. Now, it would be good, I think, to have the option to have all the cargo on board. So let's do, with that in mind, let's do that. Okay, so I've still got how much cargo space have I got now? 16, 32. That gives me 36. Oh, it's a real compromise, this ship, isn't it? Ah, hang on, I can squeeze in some more cargo down here. 2. No, buy that. Ah, buy that. That is another 4. So how much is that? That is now 16, 32, 36, 38, 40. I've done it. Okay. Purple ships are interdicted, yes. I have Sassia as a friend but wasn't invited to the PG. I will look at that. Content may differ. We'll sort that out for you in due course. Okay. Can I... Not that it's going to make a great deal of difference if I do encounter anybody hostile, but it might give me a chance about NPCs. I can't buy a better shield generator. There isn't one. There isn't a 4D, which is kind of what I want. There's a 3D, but that would be useless. There's a bi-weave one. Is that any good? I don't know. Does anybody make any recommendations on the shields? Or is it actually best to keep a... I will need collector limpets. Okay. Do I mean, I know it's 40 tons. Well, it might take us up... collection limpets, but then I need a controller as well, don't I? I could use those level 1 slots for limpet controllers. I could, or I could pick it up manually. It's quite a small ship though, so it's quite manoeuvrable. Cobra is not equal to bi-weaves. Is that good or bad? Bi-weave faster regeneration but weaker. Okay, right. So it should have 5. Yeah. So bi-weave is good for combat. So it might be okay for the moment. But we can't get the size 4, which is annoying. Where's the shields gone anyway? There they are. I can get a bi-weave, a 3C bi-weave shield generator. How does that compare to the 4 that we've got? It's optimal. It's actually slightly more powerful than the one we've got, so I think let's do that. We have got a fuel scoop, but not a very good one. I've got enough cargo capacity. Right, okay. I think let's try and see if we can do this without the limpets, because the limpets are going to complicate things a bit. Let's find a place to go. Let's find a place to go. It's not too far away. There are some, I don't know, yeah, equipment store, the CSS Liberty. Let's go to, I quite fancy going to one of these outposts and then hanging around not too far. Get rid of the SRV. Why the SRV? Okay. Get rid of the hangar. Keep the SRV. Could get rid of the SRV, yes. But if we're gonna transfer cargo, how are we gonna do that? I suppose we could drop it in space, couldn't we? Okay. Let's. All right. Let's do that for the moment. All right. Good point. Outfitting. So if I drop that for the moment, okay, I can put more cargo space into there, can't I? Cargo rack, buying options, buy. Replace this with a collection limpet. Collection limpets. So I need a controller, or 1B. Max active limpets doesn't really matter, so let's go for 1B. Okay, is that all I need? I just need to fill up the cargo space with some limpets. Don't do cargo drop. Okay, so we need to worry about that. Okay, just get a small collector limpet controller. Okay, so that's good. Then we need to go and make sure we've got some limpets. I remember this. Let me go and set the fire groups while I think about it. I'll put that on the next one. There we go. Then we need to buy some. Where do we fill up with limpets? Is it? Okay, 2 times controllers. Someone's suggesting, shall I just use that extra slot for an extra controller? Might be quicker, mightn't it? That's a good point. Let's just do that. It's not too expensive. Exchange. Yeah, and I'll put that one on the other fire group. That's what we'll do. Is that not? Okay, tell you what I'll do is I'm going to put that on 2 and then switch those off for the time being. There we go. Where do I get the limpets? Advanced maintenance. Thank you. I thought it was in there. I didn't see it. Why is it not? Oh, repair, restock. There we go. Duh. Okay, so I can have up to 40. How many limpets should I take with me? I'll keep going for a few minutes. So maybe I can always, because I've only got 40 tons cargo space. Okay, thank you very much for the restock. How many limpets should I take? Yeah, I have done that before on another life. 10 limpets? Yeah, okay. Let's go for 10. Right, where are we going? Commanders, if you can meet me, those of you who are willing to give me an egg, let us rendezvous at... Which place looks nice and quiet? Sellers City. That's slightly ironic. Let's go there. Sellers City. We'll rendezvous at the outpost and then fly out of range so that we don't get snitched for cargo. I can always dump the other ones. I won't have any materials to sympathise. Okay, so that's a good point. But if we can go to Sellers City, we'll do a little bit of the instancing game. See how many of you we can get into the instance, and we'll go from there. And don't drop cargo close to a station. No, so we're going to need to get into the instance together at the rendezvous point, and then fly out of range. Thank you very much. Oh, hang on. There's a message there from Turtle Ace. He's in distress. Okay, there are a lot of people in this instance, which is great, but we need to get to the destination. Did I select it? I did. Yes. Okay, so it should be able to engage. Right, so Sellers. Sellers City is nearer the star. Right, let me just catch up with the chat up here. Isn't it just difficult? All commanders, I'm an important mission. Please respond. What is happening? Commander Biff Boy, hey. Commander Aussie Ghost, hi Commander. Excellent. Gideon Dura, I managed to snag a few bottles of that posh Lavian brandy while shipping for that Harold bloke. More we actually fancy over. I would like that, Gideon. We will definitely swap some Lavian brandy at the time. Evening Commander, heard you were hauling some valuable cargo somewhere potentially dangerous. Need an escort. My ship is available. My rates are cheap. Excellent. Okay, so stuff is happening. Rifting around A Cattle A7, I need you to transport these important cargoes to the system New Octanis. I can't yet. At the moment, I'm busy trying to organise a rendezvous. Can you wait? All right, let's get ourselves on the way. No passing over resources and has res results. Pips to engines, yes, that's a very good point. There we go. Do not target each cargo canister or the limpet will self-destruct after one recovery. If you don't target cargo, they'll keep going until they burn out. Okay, excellent. Not going to try on a has res. What did the Womble say? I missed what the Womble said. Right, okay, so we're on our way to Sellers City. So if you are in the system, commanders, head for Sellers City. Let's see how many of us we can get into the instance here and see what we can do. I'm at Sellers City for the transfer. Thank you very much, Gaius. Excellent. I'll go to E7 after dropping out of eggs. Okay, Liam Renford is coming to your aid, Commander. All sorts of stuff happening tonight. Let's accelerate this ship. Let's have a quick look on the external view because I haven't admired Sassia's ship yet from the outside. There we go. The purple haze. Very nice. Sephiran, hello Miss Bianchi, this is a bit odd, we don't know each other, but I heard about your situation on the airwaves and I'm passing through. If you're in need of them, I have brought a couple of those leathery eggs from Zales. Ooh, going too fast near the sun. Oh, it's on the other side. I've been misinformed about the Empire. If you ever, so either I've mortally offended the Empire or I haven't. I'm not sure. So Sephired, if you're still in need of those, I bought a couple of those leathery eggs from Zale. So what I'll do is I'll get into Sellers City, and then when you answer some of these messages, make sure commanders are able to see where we're going. No, I don't want to do that. I want to accept the friend request. Okay, so Sellers City is not far ahead. I can see Commander Wildcat there. Commander Anarchy. So appreciate your efforts during the week. Well, Sassia appreciates your efforts in the week for allowing her to assemble this cargo. So at least we've got a chance of following up on this this lead. Sellers City is coming into range. So this feels quite scary. She's out in the wilds now. There is an anaconda here. Okay. I mean, tell us this is some spare leathery eggs. Excellent, Apaphis. Thank you very much. Let's see how the instancing gods allow us to. And I'm getting a garbled message from Ithana. War edge of fleet. There's. I've just forgotten to press the button to drop me out of Super Cruise. I'm getting some garbled comms there, so I don't know what's causing that. Leap of shame. It's a problem, I've got too many things to pay attention to. There we go. Right. LEV's at Sellers City now. Okay, excellent. Okay, so I can see a couple of other ships. Let's get in range of Sellers things. I can see one of the wings and some other ships. Now, if you're in my instance, don't go anywhere, okay? For those of you who are in the wing, so Anarchy and Wildcat, if I could get you to drop the wing and wing other commanders in, that would be really, really good. If we can get a bunch of ships in this instance, the idea here, we have to use the wing mechanism to get people into the instance. So that would be really cool if you can manage that for me. Right, so can you repeat your message? It has broken up. Right, so let's go through here. We are meeting at Sellers. What's the place called? Sellers City in the Echich cattle system. There we go. Vote for Mahon, says Chronomantic. There's only one candidate, there's only one choice. Hey kid, I heard a rumour your brother lost big on some buckyball races and owed some credits to some shady people in Tau City. I don't believe my brother was a gambler. Do you know otherwise? Wing ready, please. So, okay, I've got a few ships here. So, hopefully, the people I can see at least 8 or 9 ships here already. So that's great. Okay, I've got Cabman 100 there. just had a pirate trying to get your egg. Those pirates, who do they think they are? Okay, so lots of ships here now. Okay, so there's quite a few people in Cobras, which is always lovely to see. I can see a crate there. That's excellent. So, how's the best way to do this? I'm just going to catch up with the chat. Wing, please. Let me see. I've got a bit of space. Let's see if I can invite people into the wing as well. Okay, so Ceph Iridian. Let's try that. There we go. There's a wing invite sent. Commander, here's Glow. Coordinating wing chat. Okay, I've got Ceph Iridian there. That's good. That worked. Yeah, so we're not going to drop the cargo here. I want to get as many people in as possible. Commander Cadillac DeVille has an egg available. Always good. Cadillac DeVille. I can. There we go. Invite to wing. So if you get the wing invite, hyperspace in, and we'll kind of roll from there. Now I'm going to move away. We need to be away from the station, so I'm going to fly towards this planet that we can see in the background. So for those of you who are in the instance, Sassia is going to head for the planet, maybe about 10-15 kilometers away from the station, so we get out of its zone of influence. Techeron, you have a chance to make good of your mistakes. Bring me back your wing and I will forget what has happened. Turtle Ace, I have plenty of oxygen left, but please do hurry. Oh gosh. So hopefully someone's able to rescue him. I can't do anything. So these guys who are in the wing, so the ships that are behind me, if you can follow me, that's it. My ship isn't very fast, as you can see. Let's head towards the planet a bit. Let's get out of range of the station. So that would be good. Sassia rammed into me and didn't even notice. Sorry about that, Super Golden Knight. Grandstar, the leader's down, no payday for me. There's a lot of messages here that Sassia's going to have to try and interpret. Cavalry fire, can I send a wing? I can't at the moment. No, I've got a full wing of people waiting. So for all the ships that are behind me, let's get away from the space station. How far do I have to be before they're not going to take notice of me shifting cargo about? Turtle Ace, what's with this chatter about leathery eggs? The system is buzzing with it. Okay. Did your father have any contacts among the engineers? Not that she knows of, no. Who are the engineers? That's the question. It's a bit complicated. Following a lead. We need 40 tons. Okay, so I'm going to throttle back here. Let's come about gently. I can see a lot of ships. Yay! Good to see you all. Okay, so those of you who can see Sassia, those of you, oh, we're 34 kilometers out. That should be enough. Those of you who can see Sassia. Now, what's the best way of me getting the cargo on board? So I'm assuming I need to open my cargo scoop. Do you guys just jettison cargo? If you've got a leathery egg, do you just jettison cargo? Is that the best way to do it? I can see people joining the instance, which is great. So Sassia has a lot of company here, which is fantastic. Let's take that moment just to have a look around. A lot of ships here, so a lot of support for Sassia, which is fantastic. Thank you very much for all the assistance. This is really good. There are a lot of ships here, which is fantastic. Deploy limpets and wait with cargo hatch open. Okay, so I can do that. So if you guys, I presume if you guys can get relatively close to Sassia's ship, but not too close, and then jettison and abandon cargo. That would be good. Empty your cargo hold and everything will be fine. Hello, what's happening here? Am I being attacked by somebody? So there seems to be a federal, the system authorities are on their way. What's happening? Is that an NPC pirate has tried to attack Sassia and they've died? Excellent. Okay, abandon it or it will be stolen goods. Okay, so commanders, if you can abandon your cargo in close proximity to Sassia's ship, then I can deploy the limpets to go get them. How would I know? Can I see them? I can see. No, that's okay. So I need this cargo. So if those of you who are close to me, there are system authorities all over the place, and they're attacking. They're trying to pirate. I did not expect this. Okay, we have pirates. Okay, I can see some cargo. Hang on a minute, let me just turn around. This is the stuff I need. Okay, let me just move closer. We're attracting an audience, yes we are. Okay, yeah, that's too fast. That's too fast, Drew. Slow down. Right, I've got the cargo bay open. There we go, right. So, collectors are, I haven't got them targeted. Can I turn on my wing beacon? Yes, I can. Let me do that. Okay, so I'm in close proximity, deploying a collector or two. Excellent, that worked. Fantastic. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, maybe somebody FDev is playing with the console. Okay, so that seemed to work. How are we doing? That maybe got me. Okay, so I've got 7 tons of leathery eggs. That's awesome. Okay, so I think the best thing to do is just to keep doing that, guys. If you can, drop cargo near where Sassia is. It's probably going to be helpful if I just stay put. This seems to be working very, very well. And we're still getting a garbled message from Ethana as well. Did I switch that wing beacon on? No, yes, I did. Okay. Okay, so how are we doing? I've got some platinum. Somebody left me some platinum, which I may have to drop back or sell. Leathery eggs, we're up to 11. This is working really, really well. Well done. Someone jettisoned platinum. Check the inventory isn't stolen. I think we're good. It's not showing up as stolen. So this cargo transfer is working well. Don't target the cargo. No, that was good. That was good advice. Commencing the cargo drop. Still cannot understand your message. Egg away, says Commander Del Connor. This is excellent. I don't know whose anaconda is this giving me some grief. Commander Hothri Wolfaz. I might put my shields to full for typing. Can someone instant send me a wing? Commander Covery file, that would be awesome. We've all abandoned the cargo, you should be good. Okay, so I've got 20 tons of leathery eggs. Are those limpets still? Looks like they're still working. This is great. Thank you very much, Commander Golden Knight. That's awesome. Thank you very much for everybody else. I am trying to make sure that everybody who has dropped cargo gets credit for it. It's quite difficult for me to see, but this is good. Okay, so how are we doing? Leathery eggs 24, 25. I'm not going to need all these limpets, am I? Instancing is wonky. That's always annoying. There's quite a few people here, so that's great. So hopefully quite a few of you can see Sassia. If you've managed to drop some eggs for Sassia and you've seen her pick them up, can you let me know in the comms? That'd be great. I can see quite a few. This is very good. Talented people. Some of them are a bit shady. Most of them. Okay, done my part, or tried to. Commander Sassia, I'm having trouble finding you. Would you happen to have a wing? I can't send you one at the moment. My wing is full still. How are we doing? What was that error? No cargo space for cargo. I'm full. Okay, so I'm going to have to dump some of these. I'm going to have to dump some of these. Okay, there we go. I'm going to have to dump some of this. I'm going to have to dump the platinum. Sorry, I need the cargo space. So if I abandon that, then will the limpet pick it up, or have my limpets died now? Let's just do that. I'm going to dump 6 of those. There we go, that should give me space. If you can keep doing the eggs, that's awesome, my friends. Thank you very much. Still 2 friend requests there. Okay. How's it doing? It's filling up 34. Those limpets are still going, so I think it's safe for me to dump the other ones. That gives me almost 36 tons. Drop 5 eggs. Thank you very much, Commander Biff Boy. That's much appreciated. Lose the platinum. Loads of eggs still around. Okay, perfect. 37. We're almost there. This is excellent. They will ignore it if you abandon it. Excellent. Okay, so I can set the limpets to ignore 39. We're going to be out of capacity soon. One more. You've done it. You have done it. 40 tons of leathery eggs has been provided. Well done. Fantastic work, everybody. That's awesome. I can't do anything. Del Conager says, good luck out there, Sassia. I hope this egg will help you get the information you need. Be careful out there. Well, we need to get in contact with... Excellent, says Sassia. Well done. Yay. Well done, everyone. You have achieved a thing. You are absolute legends. Yes, that's exactly right. Can people that are in the instance look in the chat for people asking you into the instance, drop your current wing and add them to it? Well, we've done that now. Let's yeah, you've done your part. Fantastic. Let's go. Right, where is Commander White Wyvern still about? Is he still online? I can't even see him on the list. There he is. He's in a system called... Right, okay, so I have the eggs. Commander Owen says, good luck on your journey. Take care of my eggs. My carrier's in the system you've left. Myopic Hedgehog Land, you got the eggs. Good luck. Okay, well let's see if Commander White Wyvern replies. We'll see. Eggs End. Noman Luma didn't get to contribute. There will be more opportunities in the story for people to contribute. You know, the instancing unfortunately is what the instancing is. It's annoying. Make a screenshot. Yes, let's do that. So whilst you're still in the instance, my friends, let's do. I think there's a limpet there still trying to pick up. I'm just going to orbit around Sassia's ship for a moment. She is very grateful for the help. She is very grateful. There's loads of things there. Here are all the ships that have helped on Sassia's mission. So there we go. There's a lovely planet in the background too. Thank you very much, all the commanders involved. That is an achievement. We have done a thing. So that's good. Don't keep all your eggs in one cargo wreck. Right. Okay. White Wyvern has responded. Good. Nice to see you've got a few trader skills. You'll need them. Okay. Well, we can't even know what to do. What do I do with these eggs then? we'll have to wait and see. Is it 1 ton of leathery eggs, or each egg is 1 ton? Each egg is one. Well, I don't know actually. That's a good point. Never thought about it like that. Presumably that's a lot of leathery eggs in 1 ton, because a leathery egg, it's not going to weigh a ton, is it? That's a lot of eggs we've got on there now. Wombleheart, if you don't need my egg, I'm going to make an omelette. Anaconda sus. White Wyvern, I'm coming to that. Get yourself over to the Pamesh system. Contact me when you're there and I'll give you further instructions. Out. There's a very nice Imperial courier there. Okay, so, well, where's the Pamesh? The Pamesh system? Someone's bashing my shields here. Let's have a look. Where is the Pamesh system? And again, it would be good to have an escort over here, I think. How far away is it? Okay, 133. That's going to take Sassia's ship a long time to get there. How many jumps is that? And refueling on the way. Okay, so 18 jumps. Good grief. 14 jumps, Cobra Mk3, you're done. Blast, I was hoping I could dump this car quick. It's starting to make some strange noises. Okay. Let's start jumping. If you guys are able to escort Sassia towards the system, I think that's where we need to go. Same quit. Stefan Kurus says, my carrier is at your... Actually, that might be a good idea. Looks like someone is after you, Commander. I'll do some digging and see if I can find out who. Look after yourself out, though. Yes, that is a risk. A carrier would be really good. Jump range is appalling. Hang on a minute. We're getting a whole bunch of message. Okay. I'm coming to that. Okay, so we've got to get to the Pamesh system. Each unit is 1 ton of eggs and they're hatching. Seen on unregulated message board. Dulk system target SB Anchi, last known position Pilots Federation systems, objective track, report position, do not kill. CR paid for new position information. So, okay, so that's a little bit disturbing. Good luck, fair lady, says Reggie Barthold. Well then, just for you, and just this one single time, I will fly ahead and see if this is a trap or not. The offer still stands for an escort commander. Just send me a wing up, be required. A fleet carrier. I heard you'd like a fleet carrier. So Turtle Ace, yes, I would, because that's going to save me some time, I think. There are fleet carriers here. Is there one that's prepared to go to the Pamesh system for me? Or will I do 18 jumps? You'll do 18 jumps in the time it takes to get the carrier fired up there, 15 minutes spin up time. Good point. Let's just go for hyperspace. Okay, so I'm going to jump there as fast as I can. We'll use a fleet carrier another time, I think. That's another thing that Sassia can do. Flying ahead to see if it's a trap. Yeah, so it was 100% a trap. So yeah, so if folks want to jump ahead to the Pamesh system, then that's a good idea. That's a good idea, I think. Cover fight. It might be useful to have a fleet carrier in the system anyway. So, yes, please. Yeah, I don't know what's in the Pamesh system. Flying ahead to see if it's a trap. Okay. How slow is... Oh, it's not... I can't even fuel scoop in this system. Never mind, I should have set it to non-red dwarf, shouldn't I? Okay. Use white dwarfs if you can to boost your range on your Dwight. Yeah, I don't know if Sassia is really up for flying into white dwarfs yet. Target system name is Pamesh. Yeah, Pamesh is where we're going. I haven't heard of some of these names before. Bregley. Or Briggle. Strange names for a system. I don't know how we're going to find this dude when we get there either, but on my way to Pamesh now. You want me to save you some omelets? Don't use white. Yeah, so I don't think in a D-rated Cobra that's necessarily a good idea. At all. Pamesh is a moon with deep canyons. Commander Elysium says. Pamesh is 2 jumps. Why is it giving me red dwarfs all the time? Carrier there will be 15 minutes. Kessie's Hope. Thank you very much, Covery Fire. Sepha Redian, I can fly ahead of you to scout the way, though I can't get rid of any pirates. I'll fly an unarmed exploration ship myself. Yeah, any intel that you know. Oh, hello. I am getting a NPC here as well. I'm going to try and jump before I get interdicted. Couldn't find you with all those space anomalies. I'll fly ahead and act like a spare egg basket for you, just in case those nasty pirate marines steal up. So yeah, one of the NPCs there, Alan Shiverton, is after me. That's the ship I'm looking for, the one with the big hole. Let's try and get away from the NPCs. So if anybody's in my wing, actually, it might be useful to have some defense against NPCs. It would be a real letdown for the story if Sassia got taken out by the game. Right, I am fuel scooping really slowly. Pirate meanies, exactly, Lucky Louise. Pirate meanies. No, now I've just busted the ship. I'm so used to refueling so quickly. I would like to send my father's fleet carrier to your destination. Which system would that be? We are heading to the Pamesh. I better spell it right. Pamesh system. Now I've just busted the ship. There's the hyperspace destination I'm heading for. Good luck on your trip to Pamesh, says Cosby. I'll be there when you arrive. Okay. Well, if you need another escort, I'm always eager for some action. Right, I'm going to jump to this system. Split of the bounties will be fine for payment, given you seem to be a hot topic. I'm sure we'll meet a few. Saw that Cobra on your tail, just yank them back to real space. Hope that both. Thank you very much, Del Connor. That's awesome. Appreciate the systems. Seth's going to drop the wing at this time. Okay, Stashu 161 can refuel me with limpets if you need. That might be really helpful. Let's just give this fuel scoop another chance. It seems like it's almost useful. Don't cook the eggs just yet. No, the absolution's going there as well. Okay, so that's a familiar name. Not that Sassia would know it, but certainly I do. Right, I'm going to try this again. Don't want to get too close to the star. Look at that, fuel scoop go. How fast can it actually refuel? 27, 28, 29, 30, 32. 32 somethings per second. That isn't very fast, is it? That's actually really painful. I might. Who volunteered to give me? That's almost useful. Stashu, can you? I'm going to invite you to the wing. If you can drop in with me, then that would be really handy. Thank you, Stashu. Can you rendezvous with me a few systems ahead? Okay, so hang on a minute. What have we got there? The Cobra on your tail, just yank them back. Do be careful when you kiss the stars, says Chronomatic. I will. I can refuel you with limpets. Thank you very much. I've got you in my wing. Roger, once you've done your business there, I would like for you to get on it and ride back to the thing. Okay, so that's the fleet carrier. Thank you very much for that, Turd Lace. I got info on Wyvern. Alliance pilots are on his tail in Pamesh. He's wanted criminal in Zeonce, but he is still in Alliance space. Okay, so sounds like we're dealing with a shady character here. Decron there. I will be there in 5 minutes, says Decron. I can't believe I'm doing this. Well, the Empire has to play its part. I'm in the Pamesh system. Saw a crate here. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to jump to this system. I'm in the Pamesh system and saw a crate. Scan the system, yes. If there's anything, I don't know what we're looking for. Definitely want to turn on your orbit lines so you don't get close. Yeah, I must admit I leave the orbit lines off because I don't like them, but they're quite good. They're quite good for refueling, aren't they? Because I've been so used to flying a ship with a massive fuel scoop that I forget. How can you be dealing with the shady characters when you're so close to a star that you need a factor 6 billion sunblock? Right, I can see somebody in my wing here, so I'm going to put the wing beacon on. If you are able to refuel me, that would be very helpful, because this fuel scoop is a waste of space. Unfortunately, it's just too slow. Okay, so my wing beacon is on, so I can see somebody in my wing. Okay, so I'm going to throttle back down and drop here. Stefan Kuros has arrived in Permission. There's no sign of Wyvern. Okay, so let's drop. The Womble High Command have heard of your plight, Sassia. They're very sympathetic as we lost our dear Madam Chalet to agree for attack. Admiral Orinoco sends his condolences. Love it. Excellent. Thank you very much. So there's only police so far. Okay, so I'm awaiting refueling from my wing. If Cabman or Stashu are able to get to me, looks like they're closing in on my position based on that. So with a bit of luck, I can get some refueling. I've just got guns, unfortunately. Well, actually, Cabman, then in that case, it would be an escort is always useful. Remember your Womble, says Steve. Honk. Oh, yes, forgot about the honk. Might as well. D-scanner switch mode. There we go. Why not? Might as well get some exploration data as I'm on the way. Because she has no rank at all. I don't know how she's doing. She's harmless, penniless, and aimless. There we go. There's something on the scanner. Is that just my wake? 3 jumps away with fuel on board. Okay. Exactly in that case. So let me add you to the wing as well. Just in case that makes it easier to get into. So I'm kind of awaiting refueling now. I still have 1 extra slot in your wing. Okay, thank you for that. I suppose we might need it for White Wyvern. Depends what he's. Right, someone's coming in. Let's hope it's somebody friendly. Somebody in my wing anyway. Yay, Commander Stashu is here. Epaphras says, be careful of Pamash. There are elite pirates in the area. Okay, so here comes some fuel. Thank you very much for this, Commander Stashu. This is really appreciated. Fuel transfer is complete. Excellent. Hello, folks, says Slackley. Good to see you. Good to see you. Harmless, penniless, and aimless. My kind of girl. And CQC helpless. Yes, I don't think Sassia even knows what CQC is. Cassie Sarah has fuel limits as well. It looks like Commander Stashu is doing a great job here of refueling Sassia's ship. I think it's slowly. It is definitely slowly creeping up. Stefan Kuros has confirmed hostiles in the system. A pirate just tried to interdict me. Okay. At least that's what their tags were. They were flying a federal gunship, which I found an odd ship to be flying for a pirate. Sephirodon's in the Gowie system right now. All seems quiet, though the nav system says it's low security. Uncertain if there are better options. Permesh system is a system that racers go to a lot. It has some crazy canyons. I've done a lot of runs for them myself, but there's a lot of pirates. Okay, so we're going to have to be cautious in this system. Okay, that fuel is doing well, Commander Stashu. Thank you very much for that. It's almost full. This is such a useful facility. Sassia might have watched some CQC on TV, but other than that, yes, I think that's likely. That's the sort of thing that she probably would have seen. Although she hasn't really been, prior to her adventures out here, she hasn't really seen much in the way of space at all. She didn't know anything about space travel, so she's having to learn very, very fast as to what is going on. Here comes more fuel. Excellent. This is like a kind of not quite the fuel rats, but very Super Golden Knight. Where are we now? Well, I'm in the system that is in between the two. Security is high at Pamesh nav beacon. Too high, says Myopic Hedge. So something seems to be up in the system. Pamanch is now famous for the Type 9 canyon races started by Commander Ascorbius. Looks like I'm full. Thank you very much, Commander Stashu. So let's see. I may need that again before we get there, or not. Let's have a look at the galaxy map. Can I make the jumps? Looks like I can. So thank you very much for that, Commander Stashu 161. I am going to carry on. That's much appreciated. Let's give you a little flick of the lights there. There we go. Thank you very much. Lol, these eggs attract pirates. Had to kill 2 now. Might just keep them on board. Let's get underway. So I'm on my way. I've still got a number of jumps to get there though. 13 jumps. But according to the map, I've got enough fuel. LTT 4846 is where I am, yeah. Pamesh system is an alliance corporation but with low security, so watch it. Okay, so it's not the safest place, is it? So we think White Wyvern was with the Alliance? Cassie Sarah says at Bearing Station in Pamesh, it's all quiet there. Okay. Super Golden Knight, yes, you could go for a... let me make sure I do my... No, I do my D-scanner, I mustn't forget that. Free money. Yeah, Sassia's ship is still pretty low spec. It is going to take a while to get there, but we're good. Are we going to have time to do what we need to do? So that's going to be interesting to see. We did well though with the eggs. Wyvern is Imperial according to Inara. Okay, so maybe he's got more than one identity. There's a civil war in Pamesh and everyone is busy shooting each other. They probably won't notice. I'm going to look for pirate meanies, says Lucky Louise. Thank you very much. Commander Sassia, cutter on point in Pamesh, no sign of White Wyvern. Well, he must be out there somewhere. I'll do a tiny little bit of refueling, but I'm just going to dodge the star, I think. Let's keep moving. Next best ship after Cobra is an Asp. Okay. So let's keep that in mind. So this is far out in the black as far as Sassia is concerned. It's a small voyage. It's only G-Man says, I'm your honk reminder. Yes, thank you very much. That's a really good suggestion. Especially at this stage of the game, it's actually relatively lucrative, isn't it? Doing a little bit of exploration honking. Some factions are having a war there. Watch yourself. They may see the money from those eggs, whatever those eggs are. They may see the profit for them as helpful to their cause. Yes, that is definitely a risk. LHS 2460 is another system that may lie along your path. No civilization here, so an anarchy by definition. No signs of anything else. Okay. So far, so clear. I think because we're hyperspacing so fast, we're not. Sassia should get an Asp Scout. An Asp Scout. Why an Asp Scout? LHS. No signs of other ships so far. Okay, so all clear so far. An Asp Explorer. I see what you did there. Awesome stuff. I'm sure there are plenty of extraordinary jokes we could be telling at this point. Ouch, sorry. Okay, so the fuel is dropping away, but that's good. My brother is in touch with the factions in Zeance and Pamesh. Wyvern is not a known Alliance individual. To them, he's a foreign criminal. So maybe he's just lying. I can see a wobble. A wobble or a womble? It's really exciting, says Magmasoft. Are we taking it? Oh dear, I've started something off now, haven't I? Talking of money, did Sassia check if she got the transaction for leaving? No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that transaction. I haven't checked, but maybe she did. Let me have a quick look. Before I jump, I'll have a quick look. Let me do the honk, otherwise I'll get told off. Yeah, so actually Sassia's ship can only do 13 jumps. I think I'm not on economical jumps. That's actually on full speed, I think, isn't it? Fastest routes. Yeah, that shows you how bad the drive is. It actually is on fastest routes. Fortunately, the population density here is good of stars, otherwise we might get stuck. Let's have a look at transactions. No, I didn't get any transactions for leaving the starter system, so a bit mean, eh? I think Alliance, he said he was, well, what did he say? He said he was, I don't know, was he was in Alliance space, I think. Maybe that's what it was. He was in Alliance space when he sent us a message. Wombleheart's in the system now, so no sign of your contact yet. Popping into Drexler Colony to stock up on supplies repair. Okay. It's very quiet here in Pamesh, a bit too quiet. Careful as you drop in. Okay, so it's good to know Sassia has a lot of support going into such a strange communication. How are we doing jump wise? Okay, she's got 7 jumps to go. Should have switched to the courier, I guess. People, please, let's look at this from a sunny side up perspective. Maybe White Wyvern was being chased by that. I can't remember now. He couldn't go to Zeons, basically. He couldn't get a cargo of eggs because he was wanted in Zeons. Now, Zeons is Zeons an alliance world? Or was it just independent? He didn't say he was going to be in that system, so maybe it's just a waypoint. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe it was just a waypoint. So we don't know much about this guy, other than he claims, assuming it's a guy, we don't even know that actually, it's just a call sign, isn't it, White Wyvern? All we know is he claims to have some information about the Anaconda. And in exchange for that information, he wants 40 tons of leathery eggs. And we've got to find him. Okay, so one good thing about this is not using the fuel up very fast. We just can't jump very, very far. Zeons and Pamesh are both in Alliance space. Okay, so Zeons is definitely Alliance. Okay, the PMFs there are both in the Alioth Council. So this is definitely Alliance territory going on out here. I didn't honk. Sassia is very sorry. Wyvern is a dragon. Okay. Wyvern is a dragon. Has to be female. Okay. How do you draw that conclusion? Okay, so LHS 2460 is ahead. Hothra Wolfaz, Sassia, I switched to a monetary armed chieftain. If you need an escort, I'll be glad to help. Thank you very much, Hothra Wolfaz. Sassia, I've arrived at Permesh and standing by, says CB Bit. Okay. Sassia isn't too far behind now. Pamesh where? Well, that's a good question. We haven't been told, have we? If you're coming to Drexler Colony, watch out for long arms. Long arms? They can do some serious damage if you don't. Oh, on the space station. Excellent. Oops. Not the best combat pilot, I'm afraid, but got some guns to unload at any attacker. Okay, that's good. Greetings, Commander. Pamesh is mostly conflict zones. Good place to disappear. Well, that sounds like a good place to hide, doesn't it? Quite what Commander White Wyvern is going to make of us. thousands of commanders all barreling into the system at the same time. That's your feds. The assassins are suspected Imperial. Cosby 714 has arrived in the system. There's battles happening all over the system. It's going to be risky. Okay, I've arrived. Someone is following me everywhere I go. Okay, I must honk. You're fed. The assassins are suspected Imperial. This White Wyvern, who is Alliance, knows what's going on. It does sound a little bit fishy, doesn't it? But we don't know. Well, we just don't know. Wyvern's info goes deep into every power. Absolution is in system now. Excellent. How far am I away? 4 jumps and counting. Got to get there, got to get there. When did Wyvern say he was Alliance? I don't think he said he was Alliance. I think we picked him up that he was in Alliance space when he sent the message. So maybe we've jumped to a conclusion. He sounds like a blackguard. Well, he could be, couldn't he? We're only going to find that out. Ah, I'm getting attacked by NPCs. Big haul like that. Just seen Wyvern on my comms. He wears sunglasses indoors. Watch out. Okay. He might just be hiding there. Uh-oh, I'm being interdicted by an NPC. I'm going to try and fight it. Come on. Come on, Sassia. This is your first interdiction. Do it well. Ah, Frameshift Drive engaged as well. I'm going to escape. Look at that. Like a boss. Well done. She made it. I wonder if Wyvern is friends with the Besieger. Wyvern is hiding within Alliance space from those seeking to undo him. There's an epic mountain range tourist beacon in the system. Okay. And then there's a wedding barge. Okay, hang on a minute. Let me just catch up with that. Epic mountain range tourist beacon in the system. I love pretty things, so I'm going to check it out. Your wing buddies who can refuel might save the poor girl in distress call site. Okay, so there's distress call sites. Then there's a wedding barge. Someone's getting married. It's all happening in Pamesh, isn't it? It's all happening in Pamesh. So if anybody does get sight of White Wyvern, then do let me know if he's about. If this isn't just a goose chase. Yeah, not forget to honk, otherwise I'll be in trouble. Sepharidi, I'm sitting near the main star on Pamesh now. There's at least one wanted ship in the area. Proceed with caution. Okay, so the system is dangerous, which is nice. Feels a little bit like, it does feel a little bit like this is not a safe place to be. A place where accidents can happen. A goose egg chase, perhaps. Right, Pamesh, I'm here. Okay. Pamesh. Jumping into system now. Check your fuel. The fuel is okay. There's not a great deal of it, but fuel is okay. Dragon egg. Dragon egg. Okay, that's interesting. Dragon egg, white wyvern, leathery eggs. Or is that just adding 2 and 2 together and getting 5? Okay, right. First things first. Okay, I'm gonna drop out here and ask whether or not, before I do anything, yeah, let's just do the frameshift. I'm gonna drop out of hyperspace here, and ask to be refueled again. Yeah, because I want to be able to jump out just in case. So if any of my wing that's with me can refuel me again, if Statue 161 is here, that would be helpful to refuel again. I want to have, I'm just going full throttle in reverse here for some reason. I want to be able to have a lock on a nearby system so that if we need to get out of dodge, I can. So the Tyson Dharma system sounds like a good lock to have. Because if there's any trouble, then first dock and refuel. Can I throttle down? I should be dead slow now. So Slackley looks like he's here. Yes, I should be at a stop. Okay, so Commander Slackley and somebody else is 18. 18 kilometres out. Looks like somebody. Okay, so incoming fuel. Thank you very much. Who's that? That must be. It's Commander Sassia again. Excellent. That's great. So, okay, so while I'm refueling, let's see if Mr. Wyvern is about. So it's hopefully. Is he still here? Is he still waiting for my call? White Wyvern, he's here. Okay. Okay. I'm here. 2 + 2 = 5 is just a product of your imagination. You've already got enough fuel for that. Yeah, so we're all in the system now. Landing gear down, show away the cats. Wyvern inbound. Has anybody seen him? Okay, there's ships appearing in my instance, which is good. Okay, Golden Knight is ready and waiting. There might be some phase troubles, a concept called instancing. Be careful, these sciences are a frontier of themselves. Yeah, so we've definitely experienced hyperspace trouble. Okay, White Wyvern says, right you are, Blondie. Now you're looking for the third moon in orbit around the second plant. Obviously can't type. Right you are, Blondie. Now you're looking for the third moon, or presumably the second planet. Can't miss it. Something like a wrinkled fruit. Third moon in orbit around the second planet. Which one's that? Okay. Second planet, third moon. That's that one, right? Okay. Fine. Surprise! Oh, hello. Techeron's here. Is this Commander Techeron with his enormous ship? It is. I better say hello to him, otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. I truly meant no offence to the Empire. You have my sincere, I don't want to anger the Empire, sincere apologies. Because I think that ship could obliterate me very, very quickly. Right, okay, so let's... White Wyvern, where's he gone? Ah! Woo! What's happening there? Okay, so White Wyvern, yeah. It's mountains, cool. Okay. Any sightings of Wyvern? Sassia's jumping in. Oh, well, I've lost my communications with Mr. Wyvern now. Where is he? Yeah, well, we know he's here somewhere. He says he's at the third system. I've lost his comms now. I can't respond to him. CZ's at 2C. Be careful. So there's all sorts of stuff happening here. So I hope Commander Techeron has forgiven me. He's flown away. So I don't know if that's good or bad. So far, I'm just sitting here. I don't think the action will be here, though. Okay. I've lost contact with Master Wyvern. My comms tab seems to be doing something very odd. Right. Let's see if I can find him again. There he is. Right. Okay. No, I don't want to. Oh, I can't send the message to him. Something strange has happened here. Something has happened to the comms panel, which is causing me some grief. There he is. It's just going, just jumps back into the system. I can't contact him. Well, I'm going to fly to that system, fly to that planet first. Let's see what that does, if anything. think I've got an issue with... I see some commanders, but no Sassia or a Wyvern. So he's given us somewhere to go. So it's over there. So those of you who can, follow me to this system. And we'll see. There's definitely something wrong with my... Okay, so I see some commanders. Why can't I select... I can't select him anymore. He is here. Let's try that again. Maybe we're killing the servers by having... I can't send him a message. Have you got that block? There he is. He's trying to talk to me. And now I can't... My internal comms systems. So what's happening here? Woo. You've selected the system only chat. Have I? Oh, that's right. Okay, right. Have you got that, Blondie? Right, okay. Right, there we are, I've got him. Sorry, that's my fault. I've messed something up. Alright, so... okay. How will I find you? Okay, so what's happening in the chat here? Woo, there's a raid. Wow, there's a raid. Thank you very much. Malik is raiding with a party of 148. Wow, thank you very much, Malik. I do appreciate that. You've selected the system only chat. Oh, that would explain it. Okay, so I've fixed that. Okay, so we're on the way to planet 2C. We haven't got long left. We've got 10 minutes. The system is riddled with war zones. If you're too close to a CZ system authority, it's got to help you if you go south. Okay, so sounds like Wyvern has chosen this location with some care, I would guess. We can't be helped by the system, so it's basically down to you guys to to help me. So anyway, thank you very much to everybody who's joined me from Commander Malik VR's stream. I do appreciate that, Commander Malik. That's great. And woo and stuff. Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. The servers don't like large gatherings. Oh, hang on a minute. Not so quick. What was that? It's a raid. There we go. Thank you very much. I do appreciate the raid. That's great fun. Lovely to see many more Elite Dangerous commands. What did White Wyvern say there? Warning. Yeah. Warning conflict zone. That doesn't sound great. Not for this little ship. We'll never survive. So White Wyvern's just said, not so quick. I'm guessing you've brought a few friends with you. No can do, Blondie. We meet alone or we don't meet at all. Not entirely unpredictable, but okay. Conflict zone, go alone, not a good idea. Well, no, exactly. Tekaron says you're pardoned for now. At least I haven't got the Empire breathing down my neck. 335 viewers. Welcome to everybody to the adventures of the newbie pilot Sassia, who's investigating the destruction of her parents. So yes, that is what Sassia is trying to work out. We have 40 tons of leathery eggs on board that the community has assembled for Sassia, and we are chasing down a lead that's led us. It does smell very like a trap, doesn't it? I wouldn't trust him alone. No. Not yet. Thank you for following. Thank you very much for following. I do appreciate the follows. So, well, Sassia's got a call to make here. Let's see if we can negotiate with him, because he's got to know that Sassia wouldn't go down there alone, right? Okay, leaving conflict zone. This does not sound like a safe place at all, does it? What did I say about the Empire? Well, I didn't so much say something as slightly snubbed them. They invited me into a wing and I had to decline. I tried to do it ever so politely, but I could drop out of Super Cruise but keep your wing beacon on in case you need... Yes, that might work. Okay, so here's Frameshift 2C. Okay, so I'm going to slow to a crawl here for the moment. Right, let's see if Mr. Wyvern is up for some negotiation. Okay, they won't hurt you. Not yet, hang on a minute. I have an escort. They won't hurt you. Won't hurt you. I can promise you that. Right, let's get into orbit at least. Are these conflict zones all around? Oh no, these are all fleet carriers. Use a proxy, send someone else with the eggs that has a bit more firepower on your behalf. That's not a bad idea. What a weird looking planet. Take Wyvern down with your wingmates, interrogate with a bright light. Shame we didn't fly a keel back. Well, I haven't got enough money. That's the problem. Starting out, because we started with the starter systems, we just can't amass that money. We've only been flying for like a few hours. Or go only with 10 tons. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Hang on, getting more comms in here now. Use a proxy, that's a good idea, Gideon. You're quite the phenomenon, Commander Bianchi. Somehow you're the talk of the void these days. Welcome to space. My advice, put no trust in anyone's words, only actions count. If you seek revenge, dig 2 graves. A Brooder, Deep Space Explorer. Wow, thank you very much for that, Aiden Brooder. Let's just throttle that. I'm going to just drop out of Super Cruise for the moment. I have no visual on you, can't protect you if instancing. Yeah, so that's another danger. If the instancing is at all choppy, sorry I couldn't join you. Sadly, I'm contracted to remain in the Pilots Federation district. Okay. Words, here goes Mr. Wyvern. Words are easy, don't trust them myself. That's the deal, take it or leave it. Understand. Okay, hang on a minute. Let's catch up on the rest. I'm contacted by some external associates who might be able to offer help. I have no visual on you, can't protect you. I will stay behind should something happen. I need to not do that. Right. Okay, so words are easy, don't trust them myself. That's the deal, take it or leave it, understand. So he doesn't trust me and I don't trust him. So assume the eggs are what Wyvern is after. Sassia must decide. Can I tell you what? Can I have some people in my wing with some firepower? Can I have some people in my wing with some firepower? I hope they're up to the challenge. Who does he trust? Ask him who he trusts. Wing me, says Super Golden Knight. Okay. I'll tell you what, I'll drop the wing now. Thank you very much for those who have been in. I may need Mr. Wyvern in the wing in order to do this. Okay. Hopefully we have a good ring ready. Okay, so we've got some firepower. This is good. So ooh, crunch, whoever that is. I'm going to drop the wing. Thank you very much for the escort for Cabman 100, Stashu and Slack Lee. Thank you very much for that escort. I'm going to leave that wing now. Okay. Let's find out. Let's see if we can find out where we need to go, because we're almost out of time. But can we get them to work together? Okay, so I've got a Commander Highford wing request. I just need to wait for the wing to leave. There we go. Okay, so this is a tougher wing, right? Okay. Okay, so let's. All right, we need to know this message if there is a message. Let's go back to Mr. Wyvern. Fully engineered Anaconda. Okay, that's going to be intimidating. Plasma accelerators and the laser. Okay, so that wing is up and ready to rock. Okay, where is he? Right, there he is, right. Okay. Alright. We'll play it your way. Your way. Where are we meeting? Thinks. In case this becomes pew-pew negotiations, it might. Yeah. Joker to Batman, who do you trust? Trapper's Q is in a Mamba, Golden Knight and Tech will have a Corvette and Imperial. Okay, so we've got firepower here. So he's only one guy, so how bad can he be? Yeah, the clock's ticking. We're almost out of time for this episode. Get close to the moon, you'll see a surface beacon called Epic Mountain Range and land nearby. Epic Mountain. Somebody else mentioned the Epic Mountain. How do I have to scan the system? Do I have to scan the moon somehow? Well, that looks like an Epic Mountain range over there. I can see it from space, actually. Have a high wake ready if you start shooting. Okay. Okay, so hang on. That's it. Fly closer. Okay. Well, let me get into Super Cruise then. Thank you for the high-powered wing there. That's awesome. It's a tourist beacon. Surface POI. Oh, okay. So does it show up? Contacts. Not yet. Oh, I might have to be entering conflicts then. This is not a nice place. Okay, hang on a minute. Message. Let me just. Hopefully, it's not just blue screen. Just remember, you don't have an SRV. I did sell my SRV, didn't I? Yes, that's a good point. He's meeting on the surface, so maybe I need to go and get an SRV. And I've got a blue tunnel. Raven tunnel. Oh, hang on, there it goes, there it goes, it goes. WC Nomad, hi Sassia, you don't know me. Well, I'm going to, how do I, let's just see if I can get this tourist beacon. Okay. Epic Mountain Range, there it is, there it is. Okay. Okay. Right, so what's, hang on, let me just catch up. Hi Sassia, you don't know me, but I've heard you story and feel for you. Currently running mail for the feds to get better standings with them. If I see or hear anything about your situation, I'll be sure to let you know. 07, good luck. Thank you very much for that. White Wyvern says, that's it. Remember, you come alone. If I see anyone else with you, the deal's off. Out. Okay, so we're going to have to be stealthy here, guys. If he spots us, he won't be able to get 40 tons from you on the ground, only 2 tons in the SRV. So what's he intending to do? Okay. Stealthy, we're out of the instance entirely. Me and half another dozen partners just chilling around the beacon right now. He can see you if you are in a wing. Okay, so I know that there's an NPC after me as well. I'm in position, no sign of him. So is he here, or is that the instancing playing with us? Will I have to drop somebody to try and wing in with it maybe? But we're out of time. This sounds to me like it may be the cliffhanger, I'm afraid, my friends. This may be the cliffhanger for the evening for episode 2. We're approaching the Epic Mountain Range. But we don't have time to do the transaction tonight. We don't have time to do the transaction tonight. So I'm going to have to make a note. I know, but this is the beauty of an episodic series. Is find out what happens next week. Okay, find out what happens next week. I need to take a note of who is wing, because I'd like to have my wing for continuity back next week. Highford, Hans V. Vold, and F for Fred. We are going to have to same time, same channel, and find out next week what happens in Sassia's continuing adventures in space, where she seeks for retribution. Perfect cliffhanger, my friends. Perfect cliffhanger. So we'll come back next week and we will see what happens to Sassia as she tries to rendezvous with Commander White Wyvern. Next time on Elite Reclamation. Indeed, that's exactly what it is. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. See you next week, Commanders.
Thank you.